And welcome to our weekly Icarus PatchnNotes stream. I'm here with Carl and Echo, so I'm gonna hop over to Discord. Hiya folks, how's everyone?
I'm doing good. It's weekend after all, so no complaints. And how about yourself?
Not bad, not bad. Weekend, Icarus update, PatchNotes, gameplay, me likey.
Indeed.
Yeah.
With
Doing well at this way, doing well at this end. Just glad I can be here for a change.
Yep. So let's quickly hop into the PatchNotes with week 221. We have some Mendel and Homestead fixes. Mendel being the update that dropped last week with the genetics and the breeding. And Homestead is the Homestead DLC, which got dropped last week. We have some fixes for those this week. We have fixes and quality of life improvements based on feedback from last week's update and DLC launch date. So this week we focused on fixes and adjustments following last week's update, driven by bug reports, community feedback, internal playtesting, and dedicated developer time. We have addressed concerns surrounding the electric food trough. We've added 7 new tamed wolf phenotypes and implemented a wide range of additional fixes and balance tweaks. We'll also have something to announce for next week. Daisies Horizons and 3 Kepler updates, releasing on 5th of March. So next weekend I won't be sleeping much, I'll be playing a lot. So mark your calendars. Friday night, big Daisies Horizon, big Elysium playtime.
all right, it's probably going to be a long weekend as well.
Oh yeah. Couple of notable improvements in this week's updates. Display an aura range on aura-based talents hover tooltip. So, for example, the bull has this protective talent thingy. There is talents that you can enable in your character talent tree for pregnant female animals that have like some protective aura around them. They should be able to. You should now be able to see the aura, the actually range of the aura, so you can see like which animals are being affected by this. This should, by the way, also go for example, the mower talent. Nearby animals and players have increased speed. The Ubis talent for nearby animals and players have, what is it? Poison resistance. All aura-based talents. Nice to see how big the aura actually is.
Yeah, true.
Fix some missing stay and lie down, food support particles and survival values on the bull mount. Talking about the bull mount, they also fix it now. They can actually go upstairs. Like this has been an issue for several animals in the past. The cow, the sheep, where they could not get upstairs. You had to use half pitches. It was fixed for all those mounts, and then they introduced the bull, which had an issue again with not being able to get upstairs. It couldn't make the transition from flat to 45 degrees. That has been fixed as well. So I'm glad for about that. Fix the cuckoo clock, a homestead icon, not playing sound on multiplayer clients. So now we can actually craft one and put it in base, and it will get a nice cuckoo sound.
It'll actually work.
Yeah, like it worked if you were hosting it locally. It worked for the host, but not for the clients. And since we play on a dedicated server, the server is the host. We are all clients. At least now we will get the sounds as well.
No.
So last week they introduced tag-based animal food crafting. like for veggies, for fruit, for fish, for meat. Rhubarb was not tagged as a vegetable, so it could not be used. That has been fixed now. Rhubarb is now tagged as vegetable, can be used in recipes requiring vegetable type items. Also, by the way, the fertility serums is also tag-based crafting, so that's good. Homestead flower pots no longer take camera focus during interaction. So if you had crafted one, you interacted with it to put a flower in, for example. It took the camera focus and then you were looking at it from like below the ground. Very weird angle. That has now been fixed. Fix an issue where the pitchfork was not displayed correctly on the weapon rack. We haven't crafted one of those yet either, eh? Pitchfork. Pitchfork is a combination between a sickle and spear. Can be used as both sickle and spear.
Okay.
It's a homestead item.
No, I haven't used that at all.
So I can craft one and then make a weapon rack and put it on.
Yeah, kind of.
Improved sheep, ram and lamb head animations. As they were not working correctly. It's like the head turning the wrong way or something. And fix the ram trophy using the incorrect mesh and icon. So far the notable improvements. Second Chance bundle, final days. Now after the amazing reception we got back in the winter sale, we continued to offer Icarus and its major expansions at a heavy discount, 33% discount, as part of the Second Chance bundle. This will come to an end next week though, in preparation for the Dangerous Horizons launch.
Yeah, somebody on the stream the other day saying that they were bought it as a Christmas present.
Yeah, during the winter sale it was like $5 for the base game or so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now do keep in mind those bundles, the Second Chance bundle is a static bundle. If you already have the base game, you can't make use of this 33% discount for the entire bundle. But then again, you already had the base game for like $5, so you already had a massive discount there.
Yeah.
Dangerous Horizons, so yeah, still set to come out next week. Pricing will be similar to the New Frontiers DLC price.
Unless, of course, you're an OG.
Yeah, if you have the developer edition, supporter edition, what was it called back in the days? This is the last DLC that's actually going to be part of that. So it's the last free one for those people.
Yeah, the supporters edition they called it.
Yeah. I'm not. It might be mentioned later on in dispatch notes, or I saw it in one of the posts from Dean Hall on Reddit. There will be another sale next week though for Dangerous Horizons. So Carl, if you want to buy the DLC next week, it will be straight away on discount. Just saying.
Yeah,
Yep.
probably. No, probably
Get
buy
it while the getting's good.
But I have to actually buy
Well, you don't have to buy the DLC.
No,
But-
Great Hunts is the first one I need to buy first. I'm not sure if it is it. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's like you need to buy Great Hunt before you buy the next one, or if it's independent. I'm not sure exactly.
Independent. Those two are completely independent from one another. So if you buy yourself the Great Hunts DLC, then you can actually get your own legendary weapons, and I don't have to use my licenses and biomass to get you one.
The only one I wanted was the sniper rifle, but that was also just preemptive because I was gonna buy it, so I'm still gonna buy it. So I'm not sure that one's not coming on sale, right? So it's just
I believe it's only Dangerous Horizons that's gonna be on sale.
Yeah, but regardless, we'll see. But yeah, that's next week. So
this week, the electric food trough. Last week's manual update introduced some significant changes to the electronic food trough. Oh yeah. These adjustments were an important first step towards creating a more engaging gameplay loop around feeding your tamed creatures. For example, OmniFood is no longer craftable in the Tier 4 electric food trough. OmniFood is now has been moved to the ranging station. The recipe has been changed. It costs more to craft. They only stack 25 instead of 100. Spoil time has increased. Big change to the OmniFood. It was a very good method to keep large amounts of pets and tames fed. No longer. Now we have the gruel foods crafted in the electric food trough. They only stack 25. They spoil decent fast. They also increase the power consumption of the food trough. Something I hadn't even noticed because I usually don't look at the power consumption of it. But so yeah, it became way less usable in a sense. However, what I just did in my solo open world, I just put down 20 crop plots with strawberries. Even on the third harvest, I had over 1,000 strawberries. 3 strawberries for a fruit gruel. I'm good for animal food.
Yeah, can you salt the food that you give to animals?
No.
Okay.
I
So
believe I
the only
tried.
real way to stop them from spoiling is to keep them in a freezer then?
Yeah, I believe I tried and it doesn't work.
Okay.
Can try again though, but yeah. However, building an engaging system also means listening to your feedback. It's two-way communication. So we have actioned a few changes. The first being dropping the power consumption of the trough back down to its old value. The second one, the introduction of 2 new animal food items. We have the stale animal gruel. Can be crafted in the electronic food trough. While it's not the most appetizing option, it's more than nutritious enough to keep your tames well fed and gives you another practical use for spoiled meat. Spoiled plants and spoiled meat. Those could be turned into OmniFood before. After last week's update, you couldn't use it for animal food anymore. Then again, spoiled plants for gunpowder, spoiled meats, for biofuel, but yeah,
Saliva.
especially late game, spoiled meat, you couldn't do a whole lot with it anymore, so it was nice to use for OmniFood.
Yeah, spoiled meat tends to be good for keeping your animal deterrent fed.
We're talking,
And
that's why I
poison
stayed at late game. Early game, yes. Late game, meh. You have the tier 4, the electric creature deterrents, which have a way bigger range. So
Yeah.
you still use some spoiled meat for your green pills, but you didn't need a
Yeah.
whole lot for it there.
I
So all
can't-
yeah.
I currently only need a scarecrow. It covers the entire island.
Yeah, but yeah, that's early game. Yeah, for late game you didn't really use a spoiled meat anymore. Now you can use them for the stale animal gruel again. So late game you have a use for spoiled meat again. This is good.
So start keeping it. Start keeping it early game.
Keep keeping it. You already should keep everything early game anyway, so. Another new animal food is silage. Can now be crafted in the electric food trough or the ranching station. Provides a simple, long-lasting feed option made from fiber or grain. And unlike other feed types, it does not spoil. Making it a reliable choice for maintaining your tames without providing useful bonuses over extended periods of time. So basically, no bonuses from silage, but just craft a couple of K silage, throw some food troughs around, put silage in the food troughs, it will keep your animals fed.
Yeah. So it's good when you're on the go.
On the go, but also in your base.
Yeah.
If you use the new animal gruels, they will spoil. Silage will not spoil. So just make yourself a whole ton of silage. Dot some food roughs around your pens. Animals will not go hungry again.
Yeah.
So the
And-
silage
and-
is a good one.
Yeah, and fiber is an infinite resource.
Exactly. I don't know if we need anything else there. I haven't checked the game yet, but I like this silage as a food source because, like I said, it doesn't spoil, so it doesn't go bad. Just put a couple of hundred in a food trough, set and forget, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
As always, we encourage you to share your feedback via Discord or a feature upvote. Your input is invaluable in helping us understand what the community values most and how we can better support different playstyles. So, silage, you make it with grain tagged items or with fiber, plain fiber.
Yeah. Wheat or fiber.
So, again, the 900-second bonus. Slightly increases food modifier duration, though. Okay, we'll have to check. You at least have the timers on the mounts food bonuses now. So we can check, give him like a seed, a silage and a seed animal food. Will it increase the time for the seed animal food? And we have the stale animal gruel. You make with spoiled tagged items, spoiled meat, spoiled plants. Small decrease to maximum stam and experience gain. So don't use it if you depend on your stamina for your mounts. Experience gain depends on how much it is being decreased, though. It is taking a long time to get your amounts to max level. Like early levels are okay, but late levels it takes a long time for your mounts to get a new level.
I would have said -5 stamina off your maximum level is nothing compared to 5%.
It actually tells you 5%,
You know what I
minus
mean?
5% experience, yeah. And the other one's 10% food effects duration. So
I mean, I would go for silage every time. Given those stats, I would go for silage every time.
well, the stale animal gruel, you can at least use your spoiled meat for it. Hey chicken, hope everything is alright? Everything is alright. Just going through the patch notes at the moment, so yeah.
Hey chicken, welcome, good to see you.
So they said for the silage, without providing useful bonuses, well, 10% food effects duration, I'd say could be considered useful.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Anyway, this week we got new wolf phenotypes. Phenotypes being introduced in the Mendel update last week. Is basically the color for your moa, etc., or the skin pattern for your buffalo. A new set of tamed forest wolf skins. So not Arctic wolves, but the forest wolf skins. Has been added, expanding on the buffalo and moa variations introduced in last week's Mendel update. Now, as wolf breeding isn't supported just yet, you'll need to venture into the wild and capture them using a snare trap to discover and collect each of the new variations. Isn't supported just yet, which also means we are gonna get wolf breeding as well. Cool.
So in other words, that gives you time to go and catch 1 or 2 of each type.
Each of the phenotypes, you mean?
No, just each of each of the wolves, because eventually the breeding will be
You've got one of
introduced.
every color.
Yeah. So
well.
for now you can't breed them, and there's also the answer on your question, chicken. These are for breeding only. You can't see them in the wild. No, the other way around. There is no wolf breeding yet. So the only way currently to get those colors is catch them in the wild. Now, if you go for breeding, once they introduce that echo, phenotype can be inherited from the parents, but you can also get a phenotype mutation, meaning you get another color. So, hey, thanks for the subscribe, Infinity. Appreciate it a lot. And hello, how you doing today?
Infinity, welcome. Good to see you.
But yeah, for now, wolves, you need to catch them for the to get the new colors. You doing good? Good to hear. I'm doing fantastic. Hey, it's Friday. There's an Icarus update. So, oh yeah. New wolves to catch. On the bug right now with the colors. You can't get the different colors now. That's a shame. I was very happy
Wolves
when I
or-
saw this. Yeah, you're right. I saw something about this on the Discord. You are right. They're currently working on fixing this, and they hope to get a. Yeah, as Jake put a post about an hour ago, 45 minutes ago.
So we're not gonna go wolf hunting, basically, is what you're saying.
There is a build
Not
out with a
tonight.
fix on the experimental branch. As soon as they confirm the work is fixed, they have to generate a new build. It's going to take like what, 4.5 hours. So the chance of that getting to production before we log off this night isn't too good. Unless they can push the experimental branch straight to production.
They can release it as a hotfix during the week.
Yeah, hold on. That was with this morning's hotfix. They tested on experimental branch. Then there were like, yeah, okay. So there was an hotfix already today. Tested on experimental. There they said, hey, it's good, and could be pushed straight to production. So with a bit of luck, we will be able to actually get those colors. Do the wolves have juvies in the wild, or the juvies are only after breeding? For now, there is no wolf breeding yet. Wolf breeding isn't supported just yet. So you have to go out and you have to capture, you have to venture out to the wild and capture the wolves using a snare trap. Juveniles are only after breeding, but for the wolves, until wolf breeding is introduced, just place your snare trap, catch a wolf.
And keep it till they introduce breeding.
Yeah. Very glad they added mine sorting. Indeed, chicken. I saw that one and I was like, nice. A funny bug with the boar bait at the moment. What? You put a boar bait in and you catch like a cougar or something? That would be fun. Boar bait spawns, spawns pigs inside of boars. Well, I was already wondering. I saw this post on Discord, I believe, where someone was like, I had a boar fight a piggy in the wild. Max level 2 for the pigs. Okay. Definitely, we're definitely gonna have to catch some boars before they piss that out then, just for fun.
Yep.
Means
It's
catch some
piggy
pigs.
season.
I mean, we have pigs in our Styx open world, and by the way, Karel, they find truffles even when they run around on concrete floors.
That's some talent skills right there.
I know, right? Still surprised they're doing big updates even before the new DLC, which is bigger. Yeah, chicken, but functionality from Mendel update is being used in Kepler. So it is indeed a glitch with the piggies. I mean, we can catch 1 or 2 and then kill them again, but just to have a look. As we have internally discussed before, we don't really like cheesing our way into like max level piggies and such. So
No,
we
that
can
doesn't mean to say that we won't momentarily take advantage of the glitch just to see what happens.
exactly just to see what happens, and then like kill a piggies again. We can make some trophies out of it.
You know, I mean, we've got to test everything for science. It's all science. It's all good.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, kill them so you don't take long-term advantage of it. Just
Yeah.
short-term, just to see. This boss glitch stuff, yeah. Scroll a bit up in chat. Infinity just said what is entailing. So basically, craft boar bait. Catch yourself a boar, tame it. It turns into a max level piggy instead of a boar. So, I think they need to release Days Horizon because a lot of these bugs are most likely because of new features they need to introduce. And cause bugs, yeah, indeed, is like I said, functionality from Mendel is used in Kepler, so they needed to release the Mendel update first. Otherwise, everything would be in one big bulk change in Kepler, in Elysium, Days Horizons. And yeah, better to introduce new systems gradually. Oh, wait, you mean normal pigs spawn in the world instead of boars after putting... So you won't get any boars anymore at all?
Well, we'll find. We'll see if they're randomly running around.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a very big bug that slipped through the cracks. That's a bit of a concerning one, to be honest.
Yeah.
So we shall see. I mean, if it's
Hmm.
that broken at the moment, I think they need to bring back that week-long or 2-week-long bugging session again. But we'll see.
Yeah. Tried to tame wolves today, got about 8. Now look at the colors. That is correct stuff, yeah. Experimental branch, there is currently a build out where they've attempted to fix this. If experimental branch says, okay, it is fixed, you now get the colored wolves, it will be pushed to production.
Yeah, so it's bugged.
Ah, you get boars in the wild, but pigs spawn near the snare trap and boar. So basically, instead of it spawning in boars for the trap, it spawns in pigs for the trap. Gotcha. Okay, so you still have your normal boars, but if you place a snare trap, you put bait in it, you put wolf bait in it, it spawns in wolves, even if it's in an environment where there are hardly any wolves. For example, Prometheus grasslands, there are, like in the middle of the grasslands, there are no wolves. There is drugs, but no wolves. If you put down a snare trap with wolf bait, it will spawn in a wolf or two to actually go to the snare trap. So instead of it spawning in a boar with a boar bait, it will now spawn in a pig. Okay. So not as bad as I thought for a moment. Good.
Yeah. And everybody has a lot of fun in the meantime.
Yeah. But yeah, again, we'll put down a snare trap with some boar bait. See, does it indeed spawn a piggy? Can we indeed tame it? Is it indeed like max level? Yeah, good. Now we kill it, and we put a nice trophy up with a sign underneath it for science.
Can do.
Guess we can save exotics and Ren before they fix that glitch. You don't really get exotics and Ren. Ah, you mean you don't have to breed them? Yeah, gotcha. When you kill it, it turns into a boar corpse. Ah, so we don't even get a piggy vestige. Okay. Ah well, we'll still test it out. Anyway, let's continue with the patch notes. This week, fixes for the genetics tree, talent tree. This week's update includes several fixes for the talents within the new genetics talent tree. The auras and passive effects tied to sire vigor, mother's care, and hormones were not functioning as intended. These issues have now been resolved, and the talent should correctly apply the bonuses during breeding and animal management. In addition to the genetics tree fixes, the bull's protector talent has also been corrected and is now operating as designed. Good. Yeah, you have to try it when you play today. Yeah, already planning on. Nice one. One chicken already mentioned. Mount inventory updates. You can now sort mount's inventory. Your mount inventory now has a sort button as well. So especially for example, a buffalo with card, you fill the entire card and then you like start taking it out. It takes it out from the top, then you have to scroll down to the bottom. Also like it was all jumbled up inside the mount inventory. There was no way of easy sorting it. They now added a sort button. This does make me wonder. There is currently still the bug where if you have items in your pouch in your inventory, you get overencumbered, you hit the sort button in your inventory, it removes the weight of the items in the pouches. Will this be the same in the mount? That is quite easy to test. Sorry?
You can but try it.
Exactly.
Put a pouch in a mount, stick everything in it and see what happens.
Yeah. We'll have to try that as well. A sorting drop-down has been added, matching functionality of your standard backpack inventory. Items can be sorted by name, stack size, type, or weight. Do you think they fix a pouch bug? I would love for them to fix that pouch bug infinity, because I know there are streamers out there who actively promote exploiting that glitch. And in doing so, instead of teaching people how to properly handle being overencumbered, you know, watermelon lollipops, talents for reduced speed reduction, reduced speed penalty on being overencumbered, the knees pickaxe. So instead of learning them how to handle it properly, they teach them how to exploit a glitch to get around being overencumbered. In my opinion, those people are not doing new players any favors there. Better to teach them how to properly handle being overencumbered than teaching them how to exploit a glitch. That's my personal opinion. So,
admittedly, I personally, I take advantage of that in my outpost.
I don't. I'll be running around overencumbered. I don't care.
Yeah, but I mean, the outposts are local to my PC, so.
Yep. And like if you play solo, just for your own, it's different. If you play in co-op, exploiting glitches gives you an edge over the other players. Don't do it. If you're streaming, whilst actively exploiting glitches and telling your viewers how to exploit glitches, is even worse in my opinion. But then again,
Yeah, I mean, if you know about
my
a
personal
glitch,
opinion.
you know, if you're going to use it privately.
Yeah. We also added a loot all option for the mount inventories. Nice.
Good.
That's what I've been missing indeed, like the queue to loot all.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like that. Additionally, we fixed an issue that allowed players to use the loot all after the UI had been closed. That sounds like the same issue the electric food trough had. You open the food trough, you close the inventory, you close it, and you run away. Then you press the Q for loot all, and then it pulls everything still from the food trough. Very annoying. You have to like open another device, inventory, and then close it in order to like unlink the loot all from the food trough. I'm not sure that's still an issue for the food trough. It was for the mounts. Luckily they fixed it for the mounts because it is very annoying. This week, and we mentioned this last week already, we have now the Beehive Starter Pack. Beehive Starter Pack, a basic kit which allows the starting up of a beehive, including queen bees, bees and honeycomb. Now, following feedback from our recent AMA on Reddit, it was brought to our attention that bees and honey were unavailable in outposts. To address this, we have added a brand new workshop pack that can be purchased and brought down to any prospect, the Beehive Starter Pack. It includes a queen, some worker bees and some honeycomb. Everything you need to get a beehive up and running. Keep in mind, you can make your beehive. You can put the worker bees in, they start producing more honeycomb, etc., etc. So you can like fully expand your beehive, etc., etc. There will be like one queen in, a queen. Although I believe I've
plural.
seen Jake mention 5 queen bees,
No, but it's a
and they
plural.
here
There's
in
a
the
queens.
in the description it does say including queen bees plural. There is no way on an outpost to obtain new queen bees other than get another beehive starter kit. Having said that, queen bee, one queen bee lasts a decent time, produces a decent amount of worker bees, and if you use your worker bees sparingly, like I do, like I put I put a worker bee in just before I go harvest, and I harvest everything, and then I take the worker bee out again. It'll last you a long, long, long time. So.
Is there the option to send a queen to space and then pull it down into the
Nope.
outpost?
Nope.
Okay.
So you'll have to unlock the Beehive Starter Kit for 50 Ren and buy it for 100. I believe this is like the first item, workshop item I see where the crafting cost is more than the research cost. Usually the research cost is more than the crafting cost. But
Yeah, but if you're in a position where you have to continuously buy it in an outpost, for example.
yeah, but one queen bee lasts you a long time. It produces quite a few worker bees.
Yeah, but you're still going to run out of queen bees. You're going to end up having to buy another one.
Yeah. And how long is that going to take? Hours and hours and hours and hours. And if you use your worker bees only when you're harvesting, and then take it back out of the beehive again, so it doesn't like degrade, it will last you a long time. One worker bee will last you like hours and hours on this way already. Each queen bee can produce what, 8, 9, 10 more worker bees. So yeah. The deep fan extractor also the research cost less than the crafting one. Okay. I don't buy those that often. You unlock it only once. But I just noticed like, hey, crafting is more than research, and usually it's the other way around. But yeah, Echo, I addressed this with Jake as well. Like, okay, you'll have to like continuously buy these beehive starter kits then in your outpost. But then he was like, yeah, true, but, and I was like, yeah, you have a point there. So it's not so that you like to need to buy a new pack every hour or so. Oh no.
No, I mean if you're economical with the use of your bees, then you can make them last a very, very long time.
Exactly.
But at the end of your queen bees and the end of your worker bees, you're still going to end up having to buy a new one.
Yeah, and that's like what, 100 Ren.
Yeah, I mean it's peanuts.
Yeah, that's like what, an hour's worth of gameplay doing simple missions, less.
Yeah.
So yeah. But it's nice that they give you the option to get bees into the outpost now. I like that.
Yeah, it is good. And for me on my local open world, I mean, I am trying to be as economic as possible, use as little as possible and gather as much as possible so that I've got resources to spare when I need it.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I have a build-up of due to my revisiting caves that have bees in them is I have honeycomb and worker bees and queen bees to spare right now.
Exactly. So you don't have to worry about it. And like I said,
No.
it's nice that they give you the option now to get a bees into the outpost.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
continuing the patch notes. Skinning bench update. Skinning bench has been updated to function as an auto crafter. Keep that in mind. You can no longer store your corpses in the skinning bench because it has been turned into an auto crafter now.
Ugh.
You can now
Skinning
drop
bench.
animal corpses directly into the skinning bench. Processing will begin immediately with no need to open the UI to manually start crafting. This allows for smoother world interaction and a more streamlined workflow. In addition, the UI has been improved to display all possible outposts for each creature at a glance. Now, previously, the information was partially hidden. Now it's clearly presented to help you better understand and plan your resource processing. And as you can see in the picture, you can see like the items, the animals, and what they gonna give you. This does not account, by the looks of it, for bestiary unlocks though. Have used skinning bench from the time they added it, didn't find it useful. Gives less meat if you have meat harvesting talents. Yes, chicken, it does give more fur, bone, leather. But the disadvantage for me, for the skinning bench, is always you have to carry the animal back to base, dropped in the skinning bench, and then go back out hunting again. If I skin the animals in the field, all in all, I collect more resources because I don't have to run back and forth all the time.
Yeah. I actually previously took advantage of the fact that you could store whole animals in the skinning bench, and then if you needed whatever kind of meat, then you just went and skinned a whole bunch of animals.
You can still store them in other storages, okay? Just put them in a mortar and pestle.
Sorry.
Yeah. Plus, you can get like 6 mortar and pestle on top of a bench, depending on which one it is. So, I mean, you've got loads of options. But
so it is only the skinning bench that has been turned into an auto crafter. But all the other storages you can still store your corpses in. So no worries there.
Yeah. Admittedly, I haven't had a skinning bench in an extremely long time. I probably haven't had a skinning bench since Stick.
Maybe skinning bench is supposed to be carried around and creature processed in one by one. Don't know if it's an idea. You can do it. Either have 4 normal walls, or if you have a door frame, close the door. Otherwise, the inside of a one by one will not be sheltered. It's supposed to be carried around like that. I don't think so, honestly, because then you fill your inventory up very quickly. You already need slots for your one by one and for your skinning bench. And then all the items you get from the animals. I'd say skinning bench is intended to be used in a base. I mean, early
I find
game.
it incredibly useful early game.
Early game
but
in solo.
after that.
In solo, isn't really. You don't really need it. But if you play with like 4, 5, 6 people, it is a good method to quickly get yourself a bunch of leather and fur for the bedrolls.
Yeah.
Other than that, meh. But it is personal preference as well. So things useful in tiny sense because with the rare meat you get is 100%, but with the skinning knife it's lower. Again, I don't think the skinning bench takes things into account like knife attachments, but also bestiary talents. For example, if you max out the wolf in the bestiary, it will start dropping lots of extra prime meats as well. Not only stingy meat, but like all kinds of prime meats. you don't get it in a skinning bench. But yeah, skinning bench itself is very situational, I would say. Very niche. It's nice to have, don't get me wrong. Look, it would be different if it would, for example, automatically produce a vestige as well. Then it would be slightly more useful, maybe, to an extent.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, skinning bench will always be situational. Also, you have always animals that are too big to be carried.
yeah,
So you can't even put them in the skinning bench. So
yeah. Hmm.
good luck carrying an elephant around, for example.
Yeah, but I mean, even then, I mean, we've got buffalo, we've got carts. Surely you can put the elephant into the cart and then put it into the skinning bench.
You will still
Same
have
as
to
you
pick
would
it up
do every
first,
other
Echo.
animal.
You will still have to pick it up first to put it in a
Yeah.
cart, and that's not gonna work. So
I mean, we can't pick up a buffalo, for goodness sake.
exactly. So yeah, skinning bench. So basically, the biggest difference is you can't use it to store animal carcasses anymore because turned into an autocrafter.
Yeah. I
But
think the
it's
last,
okay
the
though.
last, I think the last time I had a skinning bench was when the scorpions first came out of the desert, and I picked one up and carried one all the way back to base, put it on the skinning bench, only to find I couldn't put, I can carry it, but I can't put it in the skinning bench.
Anyway, next week, Dangerous Horizons. Yes!
Ooh,
It's
can't
nearly
wait.
here. We're working on the final pieces for our next large expansion, and all going well. And we will be releasing this next week. Available 5th of March 2026. So excited. I know, Infinity. I can't wait.
Yes, yes.
Like, I've cleared out my entire calendar for next weekend.
I don't
Like,
think I don't think I'm working that weekend. So yes.
I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna be playing Icarus, Dangerous Horizons,
Yeah. Okay.
trying to get to like level 20 or so on a new character dropping in naked in Elysium.
Yeah.
In a hard mode, obviously. We
Mm,
don't
yeah.
do normal and absolutely not an easy open world. No, we'll be doing hard mode
Yeah.
open world. Drop in
Just
naked as a new
remember
character.
that. Just remember that Echo on ground, level 0, absolutely naked, equals bait.
Exactly. You'll be attracting all the wildlife, whilst I can level.
Thanks. No wonder I level so much slower than you.
Yeah, I will doing the same. So you're also gonna start a new hard mode open world drop down with like level 0 character, like no space gear, no nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
5th of March in New Zealand. In the US it will be the 4th of March. So
Yeah.
usually I'm in the Netherlands here. Usually the update drops, I don't know, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Friday morning, which will be a Thursday night for you, indeed. So yeah, 5th of March, depending on how late the 5th of March in New Zealand will quite easily be still 4th of March for you. As
Yeah. Well,
Chicken says, yeah, it depends on the time which they're releasing the update.
yeah. Well, you're an hour ahead of me,
Mm-hmm.
right? And they are 13 hours ahead of me, so they're 12 hours ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll drop on a Friday. I mean, for me, it usually drops about 3, 4 o'clock on a Friday morning.
Yeah.
Which for you is 2, 3 o'clock. So.
Oh, we'll be doing 24-hour streams. I need to prepare myself. Oh, nice. Yeah, I have a day job. I can't really do it that easily, a 24-hour stream.
Oh man, do you remember when I was doing my streaming? I gave you a challenge. Would you be up for a 24-hour stream?
I'd
And
be up to it.
like, wow, that would be some challenge.
It would be tough, but hey, it's a challenge
You know,
for a reason, right?
And just make sure you've got a lot of caffeine and a lot of sugar. The rest is easy.
Yep. Make sure you have enough to drink, enough to eat, enough to smoke. So yeah. But yeah, next week, Friday. So
Yeah.
after the PatchnNotes, we will be launching Dangerous Horizons. Ooh yeah. Can't wait. So your support makes these updates possible. As usual, most of the income for the devs come from DLCs.
Yeah.
They give out like a weekly update. They give out a lot of free content for the base game as well. If you want to support them so they are able to continue working this way, consider buying some of the DLCs.
I have my complete set now, so
this does include like base game, but DLCs like New Frontiers map, Prometheus, the Styx DLC with the Styx map, multiple outposts, but also things like the interior decorations pack, where you get like the geode lamps, the paintings, etc. There is the pets DLC, which got a couple of new cats last week. Just saying. Currently the completer set, which is actually a dynamic bundle, so basically everything you don't have yet is for 20% off. Or if you are like, yeah, you know what, I can miss the money and I do want to support the devs more, just buy all the DLC separately for full price. It's all up to you. But yeah, you can best show your appreciation to the devs by buying some of them DLCs, which will enable them to keep on working the way they do.
yeah. The one thing I love about the devs is it's a two-way communication street.
Ah.
You don't get that with so many. They're the only people that do it, as far as I know.
Also weekly updates. It's not like patch every 2-3 years. There's still content being added to the base game itself for free. You don't need a DLC in order to use a DLC. Only like if you start a prospect, you can start a Styx prospect if you own the Styx DLC. Everyone can join, even if they don't have that DLC. The same for New Frontiers. The same is going to be for Dangerous Horizons. Homestead, the DLC. If you have the Homestead DLC, you can craft the items, and people who don't have the DLC can still use them. Great Hunts, the same. I crafted a sniper rifle for Karel because he doesn't have the Great Hunts DLC. He is using it. He can't make it, but he can still use it. So the devs don't really gate the items behind the paywall.
Yeah. I mean, when I was doing the Great Hunt missions with you guys, I didn't currently, at that point, own the Great Hunt DLC.
Exactly. But because I
So
had it, I could start the missions. You could still join.
Yeah.
So,
And we also get the benefits and we get it ticked off even though we don't own it.
exactly.
So it's a win-win.
Yeah, let's see. No new content this week. All about fixes. Increase minimum time between food and water trough searches for the animals from 3 seconds to 5 seconds. Like yesterday when I was playing, it was particularly annoying. Animals basically bypassing the one food trough with food in it, because they were hellbent on getting to a food trough they couldn't reach. I hope they have fixed that as well, because it's particularly annoying. Let's see, Rem Trophy icon has been added. Skinning bench now an autocrafter, we've talked about that one. Beehive starter kit, talked about that. Display the aura range and aura based talents, talked about it. Change the click to activate the station to click to activate the device. The tooltip, good. Hammerhead boss. Fix issue where multiple instances of the boss would fall under the same slug manager. So killing the final slug wouldn't kill the boss because it still thought there was a slug active. But it was actually a whole other instance. Now spawns a new slug manager per spawn boss. Good. Those things are very hard to take out anyway. Now imagine you finally managed to take it out. And then it's like, yeah, it doesn't count because, there is still a slug active, even whilst there wasn't anymore. That's darn annoying. So I'm glad I fixed that.
Yeah, that's gonna suck real bad.
Yeah. Mount inventory swords and loot all has been added. Nice. Remove the grey box from tame talent tree background. Okay, visual change. Cuckoo clock, now playing sounds on clients. Rhubarb is tagged as veggie. Can be used as intake-based crafting. Cool. Let's see, let's go through here a bit quick so we can get to the actual gaming. Fix bounce on barn doors so they stop flickering visually. Yeah, never seen it myself, but I've seen a lot of people reporting this. So there's like flickering and like not good to look at. Creature unclaimed but are no longer shown on tames with no owner. Hey, if there's no owner, you can't unclaim it. So, a couple of the talents fixed was mentioned above as well. Bull protected talent fixed. Fixed spoiled meat query as it was feature locked. Yeah, it's the that's the hot fix this morning actually. You couldn't use spoiled meat to make the stale gruel, spoiled plants. They fixed it in this morning's hotfix. The pitchfork on the weapons rack has been talked about. The two new animal feeds, good. Future content. Adding farmer dialogue in for interacting with the mission farmer and then the merchant farmer. Okay, so working on those farmers which we saw a couple of weeks ago. You have to do a mission on Olympus to unlock those traders to come to the other maps. And let's see. Anything else that pops out? Added plant eating montage for the flying and the flightless tank. So they're gonna be, well, herbivores, or at least omnivores. Okay. Added a rare variant E, wolf variant, as well as just several others. Might be something for to do with today's update. Let's see. Spot and adding dog idle to both versions of the NPC hunter and the mission hunter. Ah, they're gonna have doggies with them. Cool. Adding a whole lot of fisherman dialogue audio. Injured, healed, thanks, hello, trade, etc. Not all hooked up yet, but some of them already. So he's going to be injured, and you have to like bring in medical items, and then as a thanks, he's going to be like, you know what? Thank you for helping me. Now you can start selling fish. Would make sense. Farmer, need help and thanks lines have been added. Added TPS soldier to soldier nameplate to indicate faction. So you're gonna have soldiers from different factions on Elysium, huh? Will they be fighting one another as well? I wonder. could you get like friendly with one faction and then extra hostile with another one? So this friendly soldier is gonna help you out? I mean, why else would they need factions? It's something Carl and I have been discussing before. Like, can you get like into good relationships with certain factions and then giving you extra perks? Anyway, doesn't really state here. It's just pure speculation. Limestone builders will get a half size as well, so we'll have the stone, the interior wood, and it will add the limestone. Oh no, it's the corner stairs for the interior wood and stone. I don't know which building materials all have half stairs though. Usually I use the interior wood only, but we'll see. There is 7 Gribbler skin material variants, 5 rare and 2 legendary. So Gribbler is also gonna have phenotypes. Nice. Update soldier rifle round, use correct ballistics entry, 50% damage reduction. Then why not give them weaker ammo, but okay. Limestone pillar material setup must be the beam variant for the foundations. You know, press and hold R. Select the pillar. Add wolf tame skin variations to Mounts GT. Again, it's not working at the moment. They're testing a fix for this on the experimental branch. Yeah, it's basically. Oh, add a new collection of generic dialogue. Sorry, I thought it was generic dialogue. Okay, never mind. Tamed animal skin variations should now carry over to the corpse actor, where alternative materials are available. Yeah, currently if you, for example, kill a blue moa, it turns into the normal color when you kill it. Breaking the immersion a little bit. So if these would keep the color, would be nice.
Yeah, small detail, but immersion counts.
Exactly,
Yeah.
important for your immersion. But these are the patch notes. So what we're gonna do is gonna take a break. You can give me like 15 minutes or so break, and then we will start the gameplay. Let's see. Since we're the 3 of us, we can continue our new Olympus open world. There should be MOAs aplenty in Olympus as well, Karel, so no worries.
Yeah, that's fine. How's Echo doing for playing?
However, on the other hand, if we are gonna play that one, this will be new characters and we don't have all the talent points. So getting the teams with better genotypes, phenotypes is gonna be tough.
No, I mean, if Echo's playing with, then that's irrelevant. We have to obviously work their way up in that one anyway, so...
Yeah, we need to do some Olympus missions still, so for the extra talent points. Was one the Nightfall mission, where you have to kill all 3 the world bosses.
There's a couple of missions, but like I said, if Echo's able to join, so then, yeah.
That is the mission which gives you the 2 extra talent points on Olympus. So, Echo, you're going to be joining for gameplay?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll take a 15-ish minutes break, and then we will be back with a gameplay in a new stream. So I'm gonna mute out for a sec, folks, and I'll do the stream outro. So yeah, those were the patch notes. We do this every single week, same time. As said, we're gonna take a quick break so I can get a smoke and prepare the next stream. We'll be back in some 15 odd minutes where we will be continuing our Olympus scope open world. Start building up or continue building up there. So I hope you folks enjoyed watching us go through the patch notes. And if you did enjoy and you want to get notified next time I stream, feel free to hit that follow button, or if you watch this on YouTube and want to get notified next time I upload something, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Like would be appreciated as well. Other than that, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you had a good time and I hope I see you folks around.